To see if YouTube and Rumble they can see me. We just started in both. I know it take like a few, especially in Rumble, it take maybe some time, 20 seconds to 30 seconds to be there. All right, I think we are in Rumble already. Let us check YouTube. Is my voice good, guys, in YouTube? YouTubian people? How is the YouTubian? We have Discordians people, we have YouTubian, and we have Rumbleian. What is missing is Hamasian. Where is the Hamasian? You know, yesterday we have a funny Muslim, if you remember. He came to us and he have a problem with our God. He said, your God have a penis. You know, the Muslims, the Muhammadan, they are the most hypocrite people ever. They call their prophet holy prophet, yet he is born of a vagina. But he's holy. So their God, when he made Mary supposedly pregnant, he blew in the vagina of Mary. They have no problem with that. So there is a problem how God can have a penis. Their God himself, he sent his spirit to Mary and appeared to her as a perfect man, which means with a penis. They have no problem with that. So obviously what the Muslim try to say to you, that God can be downgraded. And he said to me, well, the Quran said Isa and Mary, they eat. And again, you see here the stupid Allah, Aka Muhammad, he think Mary, Mary is part of the Trinity. Otherwise, why you are telling me Mary, she eats? And so what? My God can eat, your God cannot eat? So if God eat, that will not make him God, then why Jesus can do all the things he can do? So he eat, okay, but he resurrect people from death. He is born, okay, but he can make you born again. He bring you from the ground, from the dust. Even Muhammad, he told them the story. He claimed there's a story that Jesus, he commanded Noah, you know, the son of Adam. He commanded a pile of dust, a pile of sand. He commanded the sand to bring Noah, and Noah was in the front of him right away. And then when we asked him about how Allah looked like, let us share the screen with you, all of you, in all the platforms. We will find that Allah have the most weirdo look you can imagine. How does Allah look like? Now the image here actually not very much accurate, but just to give you an idea. Allah have eyes, and actually I chose it because here the one who made this image is showing you reference, so in case you want to check them out. So Allah have eyes, okay. Is the eyes of Allah like, no, Allah, yes, he have eyes, brother, but his eyes not like your eyes. Who care? They are eyes. They are body part. Wait, why Allah need eyes? Can't he see without a part? Allah have a mouth. Like here, it's not everything listed actually. Not all the reference, but he just got the most important maybe. Allah have a mouth. Allah have a face. Allah have a foot. Allah have a shin. And yesterday the Muslim, he refused to accept that Allah have an ass. Okay, so the shin of Allah connected to what? To his head? As long as we agree that Allah have a face and he have a head, His shin and his foot connected where? He refused to say. And here you see how Muslims are so confused and how much they are living in the bubbles of Allah. This is a bubble God, the bubbly God which nobody dare to speak about and nobody dare to describe, but he described himself. And we the Christians, we describe him and we are not afraid of anyone. You are afraid because you are a potato. Anyone want some coffee? By the way, I'm a Christian prince, and yes, I have a shin, I have a foot, I have hands, and I have an ass too. Allah don't have one. I feel sorry for him. How he sit. And then the Quran says Allah he sit on the throne. You ask the Muslim how Allah he sit, he says this cannot be answered. Coffee time. Nice, nice. Good morning, everybody. So Muslims, they have problems. He said to me, well, you know what? If you eat, you cannot be God. Well, the same logic I can use against your God. If your God cannot do something, he cannot be God. My God can eat and is still God. Can your God eat and still God? Obviously he cannot. Even the God of the Muslims, who is a physical being, obviously, as you see, and the Muslim, they could not defend that. He have no spirit. So what, he is a concrete? Plasma? Maybe he's a plasma. Do we have any Muhammadan? And we will talk again about some so-called Christians who defend Islam, which obviously they are really false people. Anyone who defends Islam is absolutely exposed to be false. It doesn't matter who is he. He is a Catholic, he is a Protestant, he is Orthodox. Those are false people. We have a guy, and supposedly he is a Christian minister. His name is James White. This potato, he ran away from debating me. And even he said in his video, I know who is a Christian prince. He is making a threat that he will tell the Muslims who I am. My friend, they knew who I am. You're a potato. And who care what you will tell them? The man of them and the man of you show up in my house, and I will make Allah take you immediately. So this coward, he claimed, this is why you see the Muslims posting his videos. He defends Islam. He says Islam does not teach terrorism, and he said the following. I will make you hear it.
That is Islam as a whole is lying, is lying, is lying.
See, the Muslims are making videos of what he says defending Islam. Look what it says. James White comment condemned Nabil Qureshi and David Wood as liars. These two dishonestly portray ISIS as a correctly interpretation or interpreting Islam. Sadly for Nabil, he is incidentally present his dishonesty and propaganda while misrepresenting the Paris attack. See how the Muslim, they use such an idiot? Listen what he will say more. When you see the Muslims praising a man, this man is doomed. Let us go to the video.
ISIS is today using in order to justify what they do. Are they Muslims? Yes. They believe what they're doing goes back to Islam and to Muhammad, and I would say that they're right.
Is lying.
Is ISIS Islamic? Yes, would be my answer. And I would go further than that. I would say ISIS is as Islamic as you can get.
Exactly.
But the fact of the matter is that when someone asks the question, is ISIS Islamic? If anyone answers either yes or no without making necessary distinctions, both are not telling the truth.
Really?
The conservative militaristic Christian who said,
And this is supposedly me. And by the way, he mentioned my name in different video. And he mentioned specifically the Middle Eastern conservative, militaristic conservative Christians. Middle Eastern.
says, yes, that is Islam as a whole is lying.
And here you see how we can expose such a liar. If you are a person who go to the church of this man, I advise you to leave immediately. We can check in 2 seconds if ISIS are Islamic or not. When we say Islamic, what does that mean? People who follow Muhammad. I will type the word terror only in Arabic in the Muslim website. I will not type anything up. I'm typing in English again. That's all. I did not type anything. And then you will see how the terror appear everywhere. Look what Muhammad described himself. The Prophet said, I have been given 5 things which were not given to anyone else before me. Allah made me victorious by terror. For a distance of 1 month journey. Imagine this guy, he is victorious and his enemy are scared the hell of him. From a distance of 1 month journey, he is not even close to them. He is a month journey. And this coward liar, he is saying that we are a bunch of liars when we say ISIS are the true Muslims. He is busy attacking the Catholic, you know. And he is the same as many Catholic attacking the Protestant, and Muslims are laughing at both of you. Those are satanic people. They divide the church and they defend Islam. If you ask yourself what he said is for the benefit of who? First, he is not telling the truth. If this is the truth, I will say, okay, the guy is being honest. If this is really what it is, I will say this guy is just saying what it is. But as you see, we have everything from the Muslim books. We are not reading from books of Christians, or this is not the books of a Christian prince. This is Muhammad himself. I've been held by terror. The same is mentioned in the Quran. Muhammad cut fingertips. Muhammad tortured people. Muhammad put nails in their eyes. Muhammad put nails in their feet. Muhammad, he crucified people. And then this coward, who some Christians sadly think of him as a Christian minister, he invite Muslims to his stage. And he have a sympathy for Islam and Muslims. He say, I remember once he asked a Muslim, he invited him, what it's feel like to be a Muslim in America. It looked like the Muslim in America, they live like slaves. Do you see what he's implying? He is giving false support for false victims. How it feel to be Muslim in America? Like what happened to them in America? Do you see people burning their houses? Do you see people attacking them? It's the opposite. The atheists, they did not burn a single mosque. But if we go right now and check in USA and Canada, how many churches are burned just in the last year by the filthy atheists, by Antifa and those filthy terrorists who don't dare even to face us as Christians, but they go to the church when the church is empty and they put fire in the wall. The Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. And there is no way someone he is a Christian, he will defend someone who raped and killed millions of Christians and Jews and others. Look at this face. The face of the devil. And he is excited defending Islam. I invited him. I said, I will call you. Do you dare? And then he sent me. And the funny is, look how hypocrite this man is. He invited David Wood and Sam Shamoun for a dinner. And I didn't know how in the world even those both they agreed to go for a dinner with him. I mean, how he just call you a liar. And you go and take a dinner with. And not only that, when I go live with David Wood, I did it once or twice and never again. He said to me, by the way, Christian Prince, James White saying hello to you. I said, I don't want to, you can watch the video. I said, I'm not interested in such a filthy man saying hello to me. Is that how easy we forget? A person preaching poison to the Christians? We go and we take a lunch and dinner with him? Did he repent? Did he apologize? Did he make a video says I was wrong? Always, when you see somebody defending any cult, he is no Christian. And always the Muhammadan, they will use such, those people they have a use. They use them to penetrate the system and the society. They will say to you, look, ask James White. Look, he's a Christian like you. There's a channel, it's called, I think, Einstein channel. They bring you Catholic priest, Protestant priest, Orthodox priest, Catholic nun, a Protestant professor. All of them to do what? Just to defend Islam. They say to you, we worship the same God. Muhammad, he believed in Mary and Jesus. All of this propaganda, and you don't see Christians going against them. You see, the problem is there's a disease. There's a hatred, and this hatred built through centuries. So if a person he is a Protestant, you say Catholic, he get disgusted, but you don't get disgusted when he hear a Protestant like him defending Islam. When you say to a Catholic Protestant, the Catholic guy disgusted, but you don't get disgusted from his priest, high priest, defending Islam. So they get disgusted from each other, but they don't disgusted from their own men defending the Antichrist. Isn't it the Bible says who is the Antichrist? Is the one who denied the Son and the Father? So those filthy people, they welcome the Antichrist to their churches. They invite them to make a speech about Islam, to teach about Islam, to mislead about Islam. From both churches. And from the Orthodox too. But nobody got disgusted. And look at this face, he looks like a turtle. And he's so excited. Whoever say Islam as a whole, what, there's Islam as a whole and Islam as a part? If there is such a thing, if there is Christianity as a whole and Christianity as a part, is that a statement from someone have high school? Are you sure you have high school? What Islam as a whole mean? Are you saying there is a peaceful Islam and there is terrorist Islam? Well, this is Muhammad. Was Muhammad an ISIS? You know, when we say Christianity, we mean Christ. We don't mean Christian Prince. Do we agree? So if a Christian Prince tomorrow he commit a very bad, ugly crime, I'm sure the Muslim, they will say, see, the Christians, see, but still you cannot accuse a Christ because of me. I'm nobody. People follow Christ, they don't follow me. I'm nobody. But we are talking about the filthy Muhammad himself. He is the biggest terrorist. And then he say to you, Islam as a whole. Well, obviously there's a hole in your brain. There's a black hole in your brain. Muhammad is bragging about his terrorism, assuring us that his victory did not come because he's peaceful, but because he's a terrorist. So I wanted to mention this because somebody sent me, he said he liked to listen to James White. I said to him, you are just an idiot. This guy don't defend Christianity. This guy is poisoning the Christians. Obviously this guy is nothing but a liberal snake between the Christians. You see, there's many sneaky snake who they went inside our churches and they wear the uniform of a priest, but they are a snake. And you can find them in every single church. And when I mean single, I mean group, like Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, doesn't matter. You will find those snakes all over. The Messiah himself, he had a snake next to him. It was Judah. Big snake. So always we need to remember that the snake changed its clothing all the time. It doesn't stay with one clothing. Do we have any Muslim here would like to join us? I am interested to know if Allah is male or female. How is the audio for you guys in everywhere, in Rumble, in YouTube, and everything is good? Everything is good? Let me know, please, if it's good.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, Mr. Yo-Yo, go ahead.
Yeah, like, I got a question. So, if a Muslim ever says, oh, I don't worship a polytheistic God, how should I respond? Should I bring up those verses and
no. First of all, who care? You don't worship polytheist God. You worship monotheist God. But that does not make you.
That's obvious.
That does not make
that's
you.
True.
Yeah, doesn't that this is not an issue. Who cares if it's monotheist or polytheist? This is a very silly argument. If the God, if the God, the true God, is a billion God, then the true God is a billion God. If the false God is one God, then the false God is one God. So who care? This is a false argument. And the Muslim, they think they have a strong argument by saying he believe in one God. Who care? There's a church in San Francisco. It's called the Church of Satan, the Temple of Satan. They worship one God. His name is Satan.
Yep.
All satanic people, they worship only one person. His name is Satan. They are very much monotheist, more than anyone. So what does have to do with being right and being wrong? So this is a false argument. Secondly, when the Muslim they say Allah is one, well, isn't it the Quran says قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, which means he is one of? So his God could not
Exactly.
even describe himself. Same time yesterday when we spoke to the Abdul, he said Allah he used we because of a respect. Allah he elevate himself. So obviously Allah don't feel respected or well respected by being one. So he used we to be more respected. Based on this, being a monotheist is not being respected at all. Being a polytheist, God is the one is respected. Otherwise, why he is using we?
Yeah, that's the point. Like I want, give comeback such that we thing that Allah says we as a singular, calling singular but plural, that maybe I can use against them and then send them into a turmoil.
It's not just using we. It's using the we to elevate himself. That's mean Allah himself is not confident with his own respect. He think that those are human. He's speaking to us, right? So when he speak to us using we will respect him more if from his one. That means this person is not self-confident, so he use fake respect, fake sentence, fake description, fake words, making him plural when he is a singular. Why? Because in his mindset, those people don't respect me unless I am many. And that's why we laugh at Islam. Islam cannot be from God, and it's not monotheist, obviously, because the God himself, this God, Aka Muhammad, there's no God of Islam. Allah is a two word, A-L and La. La is the moon. God exists for a long time before Muhammad. A very well-known name, pagan name for God in the Arabian Peninsula. Even the Quran witnessed that the Arab worship Allah, and the Quran called them pagan. Why? Because simply they have Allah, they worship Allah, and they have 3 daughters. And here you need to notice how come the Muslims did not ask such a question. Why the Arab always believe that Allah have 3 daughters? If Allah always was monotheist God, how he have 3 daughters? Where the daughters coming from? Obviously, this is a religion coming from other belief, and Muhammad he just follow. The Kaaba is the same Kaaba of the pagan. The black stone is the same black stone of the pagan. It's a vagina. It's the vagina which God of the fertility bless it, so women they would have babies. Women they used to go around the Kaaba when they have their period. They touch their vagina when they have a blood, and they put their hand inside the Kaaba, and then supposedly and they pray to Allah, and this Allah will make their vagina have a baby next season.
That's beautiful.
This is Islam. All right. Do we have any Muslim?
So I'm not gonna bother you. So you did a good job. God bless you, man.
Thank you. Do we have any Muhammadan here? Any Muhammadan would like to tell us why Allah don't have a penis? I am very much interested. Yet you call him he. Yet Allah he says, how can I have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? Why he did not say, how can I have a son yet I don't have a boyfriend if he is not a male? Why he chose to say, how I can have a son if I don't have a girlfriend if he is not really he, if he is not male? There's 2 gender to choose from. He can say, how I can have a son if I don't have a boyfriend. No, your God he chosen to say, how can I have a son if I have no girlfriend? Any Muslim? Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muslim would like to join us? Mayday, mayday. Why Allah? And then the Muslims are very confused. Allah have a shin? I mean that part from the knee to the waist is very confusing for Muslims. So now if you ask them, okay, like yesterday we asked the guy, if Allah don't have an ass, how the shin of Allah, the leg of Allah, the foot of Allah connected to what? So Allah have a face, okay, no problem. Allah have two hands and both of them in the right side. Have you ever heard of a God? He have two hands, both of them in the right side. Why? Is that a birth defect? What is the problem? So obviously the one is speaking about Allah, Aka Muhammad, he is designing God. Because Muhammad keep teaching them that the left hand is the hand of Shaitan. This is why a Muslim, he cannot use the left hand to eat with it. If he eat with it, Shaitan will eat with him. Can you believe it? If you eat with the left hand, Shaitan will eat with you. This is what Muhammad told them. So now, if the left hand is a problem, how we can attribute a left hand to Allah? No way, brother. Christian Prince, first of all, Allah have two hands and both of them they are right hand. Okay, Zakir Naik, why he have both right hands? I mean, okay, how he can even function? What if somebody come and spank him from the left side? What he will do? He cannot defend himself. Christian Prince, first of all, Allah, he live alone and nobody can do him. What? Imagine yourself, you have two hands, both of them in the right side. And why even Allah have hands? Hey Muslims, anyone can tell me why Allah have two hands? Forget about being in the right side, which is very funny and very stupid and useless. And by the way, I don't know how smart Muhammad is. So now he is against the word, he is against the side which is left side, right? But as you see, half of Allah is in the left side now. Should we cut it off? And if we cut it off, still there will be a left side. As long there is a right side, always there is a left side. So if we cannot have two hands, one in the right and one in the left, because the left is evil, so what we will do with the left side of Allah? Huh? So now we cut his hand in the left side and we glue it with the crazy glue in the right side, and now Allah became a decent God. But what we will do with the left side of Allah, his body, half of his body is left side still. Here you notice that this God is a fool, or the one who created him, description, is a foolish man. He is making things up. He thinks he is being smart, but the fact he is being a big fool. So now Allah, if he have a left hand, he will do bad? He will become satanic? So why God gave us two hands in the left side? He gave us two hands, one in the left, one in the right. What about he create us from the first day? He created Adam with two hands from the right side. What about we move the penis too to the right side, so the penis will not do sin? And the same for the woman, but her vagina is her right side. As long the left side is a problem. What about Allah? Eyes. There's one in the left and one in the right. Shouldn't we move the eyes of Allah, both of them, to the right side? What about the feet of Allah? There's one in the right and one in the left. Do we have any Muhammadan? Is everything coming to you guys in YouTube fine? Is the image and the sound coming good? All right. Any Muhammadan? Mayday, Mayday, how do you do? Come and debate me. Shame on you. Don't you want to go to heaven and meet Allah, the God with two hands in the right side? Who is a Muslim would like to join us? Maybe you can convert some Christians into Islam immediately. Anyone? It's obvious that the God of Islam is weak. Allah cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend. Allah is limited then. Allah will have a problem if you have two hands, one of them in the right and one in the left. That means he have a weakness. If you have a hand in the left side, he will commit sin, according to Muslims. And shaitan will eat with him. Allah cannot hear the Muslims unless he go down every night to the third part of the night to the lowest heaven. Allah have a problem with hearing. Yet the Muslim, they say Allah is all-knowing, all-hearing. If Allah is all-knowing, shouldn't he know your prayer without going down? Guys, if Allah is all-knowing, I like the all-knowing, you know? Yeah, he's all-knowing to the point he knew how the baby is made and the sperm become a blood, dead blood. So if Allah is all-knowing and he is all-hearing, I like the all-hearing too. Like, huh? This reminds me of my grandfather. He come, he visit us. Each time he come, he's a very old man. He's like 100 something at that time. And he said to me, why you don't shave your beard? You know, each time he come, he say to me, why you don't shave your beard? So he became annoying to me. But still I love him. He's my grandfather, you know. Until one day I said, okay, I'm going to shave it. Give me money to go and shave it. Since then, he never asked me again why your beard is not shaved. Never, never. That's it. So this is the God of Islam. Why Jesus have a penis? Why? How he can be God? Look at me, I'm Allah, I have no penis. I am penisless, Allah said. And that supposedly will make him God. Well, my God, he have a body of a man, yes, but still he can resurrect people from death. Still he can make the blind see. Still he can walk on water. Still he can control the nature. Still he can heal tens of thousands just by waving his hands. Your God cannot. Muhammad, he died slowly, slow death from poison of rat from Walmart. The woman, she did not even buy good quality, and she went to Walmart at that time. Yes, Prophet, it was Walmart in Mecca. So she went to Walmart and she bought little, poison. She put it to Muhammad, and then the Muhammadan, they claimed there was a miracle. By the way, look at the miracle. When Muhammad, he ate from the goat which have poison, a guy next to him, he died immediately. And then the goat, she spoke to Muhammad after he ate from it. She said to him, Prophet, stop. The goat is cooked. The goat, her head is chopped. It's totally barbecued. And now the head of the goat, which is chopped, said to Muhammad, "Oh Prophet of Allah, don't eat me." And here you see how stupid even the miraculous stories of Muhammad. So the goat, she spoke to Muhammad after Muhammad he ate the poison. So what the point? Maybe it took Allah some time to make the goat speak, and he was too late. Like he was trying to use his magic. Shaku gagu, goat, speak through. Tell Prophet Muhammad not to eat from the barbecue. It's not working. Okay, let me open page number 50. What it says, Harry Butter. Okay, okay, that says here. Shan shakud, shak shakud, the goat, go and eat a fruit. Okay, say it. Shan shakud, san karud, and Muhammad is still eating. Oh, it's not working. Okay, open the different page. This is, it's not working. The goat. So Allah, he told the goat to tell Muhammad not to eat me after he ate from the goat. And then the Muhammadan, they made a hole in his neck and they sucked the blood. So he will not die from the poison immediately. But then he died slowly. Where was Allah? The talking goat story is obviously a fraud. Muhammad received a call from Allah by Mrs. Goat after he ate from the poison. Do we have any Muslim? So when the Muhammadan, they say Allah is all hearing, Allah is all knowledgeable, well, obviously he is not, because everything he said, he is ignorant about history, he is ignorant about science, and not only that, he is ignorant about your prayer. Allah cannot even hear you unless he come down every night. And here, by the way, another blow to Islam. The Muslim, they say Allah as God cannot enter his creation, because if he enter his creation, he cannot be God. Oh, here we go. It's in front of you. Do you remember Lily Dawa, peace upon her? She made a video, and he can debunk Christianity in 60 seconds. Are you ready? They said to him, he said, "Are you ready?" What a challenge, man. Two Muslims asking him to debunk Christianity in 60 seconds. He says God cannot enter his creation. It's not logical. And then the same potato, less than 2 weeks after, he said in the speaker corner, Allah enter his creation. How? Allahu Alam. I like Allahu Alam. Allahu Alam. So how Allahu Alam? If Allahu Alam, why Allahu Alam mean all? Allah is all knowing. He knows better. So if Allah knows, why he need to come down every third part of the night to ask you who is praying for me? In fact, I feel sorry for Allah. I hope my coffee cup is not touching the microphone. Did I bother your ears, guys? I think by mistake I touched the microphone. I hope not. I'm using this microphone. It's cheap, like $18. You know, I'm not using the expensive one. It turned to be the cheap ones. They do the same as the expensive one. You know, this is like $19 or $18. I got it from Amazon. Yeah. All right, good. Because I'm drinking coffee, and as you know, I am the same as Allah. I have only two hands in the right side. So imagine I'm holding my coffee now, and I need to move my. Oh boy. So Allah, because he is all knowledgeable and he is all hearing, because of that he cannot hear us unless he go down long distance. I feel sorry for Allah. What he do? He take Uber? Actually, this hadith here, which is very authentic, and this is al-Bukhari, proving to us that Allah cannot be God. Because if God called God, for simply we cannot hide anything from him. But as you see, Allah, he cannot even hear you. He have to get nearer. So he have a limitation of his reception. So he go down every night. And by the way, here, when you ask yourself, when Muhammad, he says such a thing every night. Every night. Hmm? Does it say every night, or Christian Prince is adding the word Muslims? Did the Christian Prince says something is not there? I think he's lying, right? Does it say every night? Who is a Muslim, he have the courage to explain how such a stupid mistake is happening? Because if Allah come down every night to Mecca in the third part of the night, and he's talking about coming down to every human being, and he have to come in every night in the same time, which mean he have to stay or keep going up and down like a yo-yo. Do you know how many zones the earth have? Allah go down to Mecca in the third part of the night. Then Allah, he have to go down to Egypt in the third part of the night. And then Allah, he have to go down again to Sudan in the third part of the night. And then he have to go down to Libya in the, what is this? All of those, they have different time zone. I advise you to change the name of your God and call him Mr. Yo-Yo. Muslims, am I lying? Is it true that your God deserved the Mr. Yo-Yo name? Keep going up and down, up and down. Hey Allah, where are you going? Up and down, up and down. I have to hear them. Up and down, up and down. Don't stop me. Allah, I mean, come on. What about you send them like Bluetooth? Allah is against the technology of the kuffar. Al-Awzu Billah. How this is a God? And there's one thing more, actually, make it more funny about Muhammad's story when he went to heaven. So if Allah, he come down to the nearest heaven every third part of the night, so how Muhammad, he went all the way to the seventh heaven when Allah was coming down? Are you with me? Do you see how the stories affect all the stories? According to Muhammadan, Muhammad, he went all the way to the seventh heaven, to the Lut tree, the tree of Allah, where is 4 rivers coming from underneath of that tree, which is very weird because those 4 rivers are the Nile and Euphrates and Sihan wa Jihan. Obviously, Muhammad, he did not go to heaven in the sky. He went to Ethiopia. However, when Muhammad, let us find you the hadith so you can laugh with me. When Muhammad, he went to heaven and he discovered that the 4 rivers of Sihan wa Jihan and Nile and Euphrates is coming from under the tree of Allah in the 7th heaven. But as we see in the other hadith page, it says that Allah, he come down every third part of the night. So Muhammad, he went to heaven, and when Allah is not there, Allah is in the lowest heaven now. Muhammad is in the 7th heaven now. Any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan would like to join us? Who is a Muhammadan would like to join us? Please. What? The only one is joining us is Zakir Naik. Christian Prince, first of all, I will never down you and I will never call you. Yeah, Zakir Naik, because you are a coward. However, you are talking to me right now. Christian Prince, first of all, everybody knows that it's not me. And you are making my voice. Prove it. I cannot approve. So, prove that this is not you talking to me. Christian Prince, first of all, I will never say stupid things as you say him. Okay, well, this is not, okay, but this is not the proof that, actually, this is the opposite. You just prove that this is you, because always you say stupid things. Isn't it you who said to the women, Muslim women, sister, in the heaven you will have a lot of whore and they will do boom boom to you? Is that what you said to your wife? That when you go to heaven, my wife, a lot of Muslim men, they will do boom boom to you? Get the breath. First of all, you are misquoting me. I said to her, Inshallah sister, when you go to heaven, you will have a lot of whore. Because this is the same. The whore, you said they are male. There is 70 male will do boom boom to her. Exactly. Okay. So your wife, when she go to heaven, she would have 72 men doing boom boom to her. Exactly. Okay. So what you will do? I will be watching them. What a religion. This is a religion, are you sure? Any Muhammadan? Alright, look like we don't have too many. I wanted to come like early in the morning my time, so people in Indonesia, they can join us, or people in Asia, but look like we don't have too many. So I'm not going to stay long with you. I will be back maybe later. Hoping we can get more Abdul, maybe afternoon my time. So guys, get me customers. Otherwise, I will ask the two right hand of Allah to squeeze you. And who can resist the squeeze of Allah? Remember when Muhammad, he received Quran first time, what happened to him? He been squeezed so hard. According to Muhammad, the angel of Allah, he came to Muhammad, he squeezed him. Each time he squeezed him, he said to him, read. And Muhammad, he was looking at the angel, he says, what an idiot. Don't he knew I do not know how to read? What the heck? Why the stupid angel keeps saying to me, read, when I do not know how to read? Muhammad was confused. The angel, he was wondering why he keep in the state of refused. So the angel, he squeezed him second time, and he squeezed him harder. Read. Muhammad look at him like, what the heck with you, wrong man? I cannot read. I told you I cannot read. What's wrong with you? And imagine, the word read supposedly is a command from Allah, not from the angel. And Muhammad, according to Muslim, he died and still he cannot read. And here you see who is the true God, who is not. Jesus command the man who cannot walk. He said to him, carry your bed and walk. And the man, he walked. He said that to him once, just once. Carry your bed and walk. And the man is standing healthy as never before. Allah, he squeezed Muhammad 3 times and he keeps saying to him, read. Still Muhammad do not know how to read. Do you see the difference? The true God, when he say be, is going to be. The God of Muslim in the Quran, he says, the similarity between Isa and Adam, he said to them, be, and they were. But the fact, if you read the Quran, you will find that neither Isa, neither so-called Adam in the Quran, was created by saying be, but by, in the case of Isa, Allah, he sent his spirit, breathed into Mary. Mary, after that, she gave birth. There was no be, and he was. He breathed into her vagina. In the case of Adam, Allah, he made mud. Allah, he shaped the mud using his hands. The Quran says clearly he was using his hands. And then he waited for the mud to dry for 40 years. And then after 40 years, Allah, he breathed into Adam. So how that is be and he was? So the second you investigate any statement in the Quran, you will see that this is a book of contradiction and stupidity, and the author of the Quran is nothing but a certified fool. His name is Muhammad, the biggest Abdul. Thank you for watching. I will be back in a few hours from now, afternoon. Feel free to invite your friends and your enemies to join us. God bless you, and see you soon again. Take care.